person who said that I will not even search for my faults. I have no faults. And I don't accept anybody to appoint weaknesses or negatives for me. I don't accept that from anybody. That's me, and I have no faults. Is that a hopeless case? I'm saying, since he didn't see Jahannam yet, there is hope. The hope will never, the door of the hope will never be closed until you see Jahannam by your own eyes. The hope will be there, but it's very, very, very difficult and tough case. We have to humble ourselves. We have to agree that we are human beings and we are sinners. We have good things and we have bad things, and our work in this life is to improve our manners. So this person must have some advice how to humble himself. Sincerity is the key, because sometimes you go to advise somebody and he doesn't accept. By the end you find that the mistake in your side. You said it by bad way. You said it by helping the shaitan upon him, against him. You have to say it by lovely, nice, soft way. Imagine when the Bedouin person came to the Prophet ﷺ, the hadith in Sahih Bukhari narrated by Anas ibn Malik. The Bedouin person, he grabbed the Prophet from his burda. But he had a burda for winter, not like this one, that heavy one from the wool of camels. Until Anas said, حتى نظرت إلى عنق رسول الله قد أثرت فيه حاشية البرد. It was very strong, grabbing him, the Prophet. Anas said, until I looked to the neck of the Prophet, has red scars from the burd, from the aba'a that he was wearing, because the Arabi was grabbing him very strongly, saying, "O Muhammad, give me from the money of Allah that you have." No etiquette, no protocol, no nothing, no adab, no nothing. Bedouin from the desert. Anas was watching what would be the reply from the best human being in the universe. Anas said, فما كان من رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم إلا أن نظر إليه وابتسم وأمر بإعطائه صلوات الله وسلامه عليه. He didn't do anything more than he looked to him and he smiled صلى الله عليه وسلم, and he ordered for that person to be taken from the money until he get pleased. That's the manners of our Prophet. This is the manners of our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Amazing, 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 amazing manners. But hey, don't lose your anger. Control your anger. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, وَالْكَاظِمِينَ الْغَيْظِ وَالْعَافِينَ عَنِ النَّاسِ وَاللَّهُ يُحِبُّ الْمُحْسِنِينَ. He didn't say وَالْفَاقِدِينَ الْغَيْظِ. When you lose your anger, you're not a human being. You're gonna be like those communities who eat the pork. Because the pig is the only animal among animals has no jealousy. If he find his female with different male, he go relax and come back later. The only animal. In Islam, Allah does not wish for us to lose the anger. Allah wants for us to keep the description of anger, to use it in many different things, but must be under the control of the deen, the religion, under the control of the mind, not the anger to control you. This is very important, very important. Yes. Question?
It's not about this.
Let me take this first. Yes.
The word manner is seem to suggest only the interaction with other humans and things like that, but you are mentioning Tawheed and other things.
The Tawheed is the kara, it's a manner. It's a manner. Because when you treat the others and you have the Tawheed, is different. Yeah, it seems like strange, but it's true. The Tawheed is khuluq. التوحيد is khuluq. هو قمة الأخلاق. The top of the manners. The top of the characters. توحيد الله عز وجل. Because the results of the Tawheed, it's between me and people also. It's between me and people also. For example, if somebody comes to you and say, Merry Christmas. If you have the manners of Tawheed, you will never say, you too. Why? Because part of your Tawheed, that Jesus is not Son of God. And Jesus was not born in the winter. He was born in the very hot weather. And it's in our Quran, in Surah Maryam. And it's in their Bible that ولد المسيح عليه السلام في ليلة صيفية حارة. This is the Tawheed. If I say Merry Christmas, then I'm sharing, I have shared with those who believe that He's Son of God. So it's a khuluq, it's a manner between me and people, but it's under the umbrella of the oneness of the Almighty Allah. Here we can understand how the Tawheed be a manner, how the Tawheed be a character, because we have the result of the Tawheed between us and the others, either Muslims or non-Muslims. Question? Yes.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
I think a follow-up to the last question then is what we see happening in current times of people wanting to kill somebody who depicted the picture of the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam automatically falls out of the manner of Tawheed. If that then is a premise, how then did we get to this point where people are advocating or presenting Islam, particularly in the West, completely out of, this concept that we're talking about?
Okay. To make the huge story short, in Islam, we don't have bloodshed, killing, except inside the war. We don't have killing individually or randomly or by remote control or hijacking building. In Islam, in the Quran and the Sunnah, we don't have killing except by the Quran and the Sunnah. Even if somebody kills somebody, that killer must be killed. But it has to be through circumstances of judgment, and it has to be by the sword of the president. We don't have the sword of next door person. People cannot cut each other's hands. People cannot kill each other. There is no killing in Islam at all, except inside the war. Muslim army against disbeliever army for the sake of Allah, to defend the faith, or to defend the land of Islam, or to defend the Aqidah, or to defend the religion, something like that. Army of the Muslim Ummah against the army of the Kafir Ummah, to defend the truth and to defend the justice. Yani, to fight for the justice. This is killing. We don't have individually killing here and there. That's the misunderstanding from some ignorant people or group of youth. But in the real Islam, we don't have that. Yes. تفضل. تفضل يا أستاذ.
So I have a question which there may not be an answer for because it is involved with ilm al-ghayb.
Yes.
And so by asking the question if I've committed offense, because I know that there are things in ilm al-ghayb but that you don't ask about, that's something very curious to me, and I've thought about it many times. On the day of judgment, when you stand for account, you see all the good deeds that you've done, and you wish that you had done more.
Yes.
And you see the evil deeds that